And I do believe that we have rotten politics, and I'm not using that as an exaggeration.
Hey everyone and welcome. In this video we're going to be having a look at the George Floyd, Derek Chauvin case in America. Now, you may be aware or may not, Derek Chauvin, which is the copper that was found guilty on all counts, had requested a new trial. And the reason for it, and what the lawyer's arguing for, is that the officer didn't receive a fair trial, and claims that it breaks prosecutorial and jury misconduct. Now, you may be wondering what that means. Well, it's the court's refusal to move the trial, even though it was kicking off in the area, or sequester the jury, which is where they are instructed not to pay any attention to outside influences whatsoever. So he refused both of these things, the judge. But the lawyers have filed this new trial request in Minneapolis District Court yesterday. The lawyer said the publicity here was so pervasive and so prejudicial before and during this trial that it amounted to a structural defect in the proceedings. Now, the reason this has all come to a head is because one of the 12 jurors that convicted, swore on oath that they've never been to a BLM protest or supported a protest either. So they were asked questions to make sure they were impartial. I will use the word protest. It is their words, not mine. And he actually said, no, he hasn't. Well, he's been found to not only have been to a protest where Floyd's family were speakers, he supported, check the t-shirt, and gloated about it on podcast. I did jury duty because I wanted to make change in society, he said, completely putting the whole trial under scrutiny, in my honest opinion. You can't claim impartial jury and trial after this, can you? Not only was this not what jury duty is, it also is perjury of the court, isn't it? Lying under oath. The level of stupidity to do this is astounding. To gloat about your crimes, ridiculous. And it's put all of this into contention now. Now the problem is this, in my opinion. This should force a retrial. You can't claim impartial, can you? Reasonable doubt is what not guilty means. This put the whole trial doubtful. The lawyers have to ask the actual judge, which is, shall we say, stupid, that sat on the actual trial, the one that made the decision for not moving the trial or sequestering. They've got to ask that same judge, which is stupid, but it does put this judge that refused sequestering the jury so that they're not influenced, and also to not move the trial to a state that wasn't being assaulted, protested against and intimidated, in a very sketchy situation, doesn't it? He's stuck between a rock and a hard place, so to speak. Let's see what happens. One witness to the trial, during the trial this is, had a pig's head and blood splattered all over their ex-house. Mafia levels of intimidation, innit? Don't disrespect the Democrats. This judge has to decide, doesn't it, if he allows a retrial. If he doesn't, which is what I suspect, from an obviously cowardly judge, in my honest opinion, he proves to the world that not only is he corrupt, but his court is, the law is, and the USA is. If he allows a retrial, he has the mob to deal with, doesn't he? Empowered by people like him not convicting once a police arrest. We've seen that across the country over the last year, haven't we? We will see, also, if this juror gets arrested for perjury and misleading a court of law. I doubt it, but we'll see. It'll highlight a lot of things, this whole debacle, won't it, everyone? Interesting to see, and I will be keeping an eye on it. I'll let you know what goes on. But anyway, I'd like to know your opinion. Let me know what you think, everyone. Do you think he does deserve a retrial? Do you think he's as guilty as sin? Do you think the judge is going to want to do any of this? I think he might even try and ignore it like it's not happening. But we shall see. It should be interesting. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit the like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell icon. Don't forget to check out my main channel as well. There is plenty of videos on there for you to check out. Exclusive content on both channels. Stay sane, everyone. See you on the next one.